Hello tutor mates, my name is Wilfredo Velasco. This is my individual contribution about task 6 in the final exam of my course Advanced English 2. This activity has 3 steps. The step number 1, I have to look at a picture and I have to try to answer some question. What difficult decision do you think the woman has made? What do you think the letters say? I have to imagine what happened in the picture or what happened with that person. I have to write a full story from my point of view. My story tells the history about Marcela. Marcela is 30 years old and she is an independent entrepreneur woman with many dreams to reach. In this moment, she's having a hard time, perhaps the most difficult time of her life. After to visit her doctor in a routine medical checkups, she received the result, and now the science has invited her because she read a terrible news. She diagnosed with a terminal illness, the same disease that took her mother's life some time ago. Disease caused her family a lot of pain. The diagnosis is not very encouraging. There is not much hope. There is no cure. A treatment could lend her life a bit, and it destroy her dreams and desires so much. So their final decision is not to submit to any procedure that prolongs her suffering. About this dream woman, there is nothing left since she's not willing to perform any treatment. Just wait for her final moment, forgetting her life, her project, and all those dreams that one had. It's incredible that on a pair of a paper is her death sentence. It just began as a routine checkups, and today he has become so much pain, bringing back the memory of the suffering that her mother lived. A history that she repeats today. In step 2, I have to listen a song. After that, I have to answer some question about the song. The first question say, do you think this song is mainly optimistic or mainly pessimistic? I had justify my answer. Okay, I think she's mainly optimistic because she accepted and understood that she has never important for his couple. She knows that she wait too much and that it hurt her. But finally, it will be easy to assume and recognize that it will be okay to accept that everything is over, and now she hopes that this pain will disappear. The second question say, what was the true problem according to the son? My point of view, the real problem is that she was never sure that his love, that she waited for a long time, that he was already far away, and she endured too much lack of love from her couple. I think she was blind, never clearly saw. She never clearly saw their differences. In step 3, I have to read some text, and I have to answer the question. The first question say, why won't he introduce me to his family? And and the text say like this: my boyfriend and I are 21 and had been going out for a year. We live in a big city where there are people from many different races and cultures. He comes from a culture that is much more religious and traditional than mine. There is no problem for me or my family. They have always welcomed him into our home. However, he refused to introduce me to his family. And when his brother is around, he pretends we are just friends apart from this we love. um, the final question is: should I insist that he introduce me to his family? My answer is my answer say like this: he doesn't introduce his family to her because obviously there are differences that change him, and perhaps his love is not so strong to face it, and there is more demand on his part. She should not insist that a year is enough time to accept and to love someone, and if he loved her as much as she believes, this would not be a problem in their relationship, and his attitude is showing that he doesn't not love her enough. Mm, the second test is can we leave my mother? And they say like this: I'm 44 years old and have looked after my elderly mother for a number of years. She has a few small health problems and is rather lonely since my father died recently. My husband this is sporadic, and both our children would enjoy the experience. But I know that my mother would not consider moving to USA, and I'm terribly worried about her coping on her own, as she has no other relatives nearby. Should I? The final question is: should I persuade my husband to refuse the job offer? what uh, what I think about what will be the best solution for this situation? I think uh, I think she should take into account the importance of each decision and how it affects everyone. Besides, I think the best solution would be to convince her mother to live with them, since it would be selfish to deny her husband the possibility to get in the job she wants. And finally, in her position, I would not abandon my mother, neither my husband. I would ask him to raise his dream. I would try by all means to convince her that living with us is the best choice. The last question say, are you good at making decision or not? If you find it hard to make decision, what do you usually do? Uh, Generally, I have clear what I want for my life. I try to make the most coherent decision possible. Usually, in difficult decision, I try to analyze the possibilities, the advantages and disadvantages. But the most important thing is to take our time and decide clearly and no hurries. because because I have never liked to make decision lightly, because I think it's important to take time, analyze, and not affect me or affect anyone else. Okay, okay, teacher and me. That's all. See you soon.